Hello and welcome back to Microsoft Paint, a series where I transform famous multimedia icons into garbage fires. True to my word, I have uploaded very consistently since the last Microsoft Paint. Not. Yeah, it's been a while. Again. But that's besides the point. I'm back, and I've got things to draw. Today's episode will be tackling the genre-defining intergalactic bounty hunter herself, Samus Aran. And no, not the Zero suit, you fiends! Instead, I'll be drawing Samus in her ever-iconic orange Varia suit, alongside the surface of planet Zebes, Criteria. Metroid is my favorite game series, from the upgrades, the feeling of exploration, and the ever-isolating atmosphere. Let's see if I can do it justice by drawing it badly. Man, that sounds stupid. Hello and welcome back. We're going to get right into drawing. So as you heard, we're doing Samus from Metroid, along with Criteria, the planet you first land on, well, section of Zebes, the planet you first land on, in Super Metroid, Metroid Zero Mission, and probably some other ones I can't remember right now. So I'm going to get straight into it by drawing Samus. So I'm going to start out by drawing her body here, and now I know this first part is like a triangle, right? This is like the first part of the armor that I remember. And then I'll go straight in from there with the helmet. That's a good looking circle. Now I'm gonna do the visor. Now this part, this is an iconic staple, so I can't mess this up. And that's not that bad actually. So there's that thing. Yeah. Okay. And then there's probably a split here. If not, oh well. So I'm gonna continue with the suit here by going into this little downward arc kind of looking thing, where it will stop here. And I know the suit kind of splits off into her legs, so that there's the little flexible rubber kind of part, you know, for joint movement, because y'all need that. So then I'm adding in these things here. Protection. You need protection from aliens when you're in space, because if you don't, then you'll get killed by aliens. Okay, time for the funny basketball shoulders that everyone likes to call funny, because they're big and funny basketball shoulders. And I'll skip the arm for now and go straight into the legs. So Samus is pretty tall from what I remember, like 6 foot something, which is insane, because I'm not even that tall, and it sucks. But we're just gonna go right into it. So down this way, down this way. And then I remember there's a spiky bit. So down this way again. And then we'll end with the foot. Finish that off right there. And if I remember correctly, there's like a little yellow bit coming down there, which we'll make colored later, because I'm not doing that now, because that's not how this works. So some of you are probably wondering why I'm drawing Samus right now instead of someone else, like Mega Man, or like Mega Man, or Super Mario. Well, the entire reason is because, one, Nintendo Direct soon. It's E3 time. We're gonna get some news. Hopefully Metroid. Hopefully new game. Knowing my luck, it will be Prime Pinball 2. My favorite video game to ever exist. I'm gonna add this little detail here to pretend this was all intentional. That was all part of the armor. That was all intentioned and planned. I did that on purpose. Detail time. Circle. That's like silver or something. And then this little thing. These are like the morph balls, but if they were up here instead. Okay. Now time for the fun part, the arms. So, I'm pretty sure Samus's arm cannon is the right arm, because I played Metroid Prime, and I'm pretty sure that was the right arm, unless I'm stupid. But I'm just gonna do her normal arm first. So, I remember it's arm-shaped. Like that, I guess. And then we're gonna go with the spike kind of thing again, because I did that for the legs, so the arm probably is like that. And that's a hand. I don't want to do the fingers. That won't work out well. So, you get what you get. Okay, time for the arm cannon. Now, I know Samus is kind of like not looking at anything, but let's pretend that she was and was shooting at something the whole time. So, gonna go down like that a little. spike thing straight into the cannon part. That sure is a cannon. So I know there's these little streak things here. This is future technology, which means it has to have a lot of lines, geometry. Because as we all know, things from the future are all very geometric in shape. There's where the beam come out. The beam shoot. And let's just pretend that she's shooting a bunch of beams at something. We'll never know what it is. It's a mystery. And I think that's actually pretty decent compared to, say, Shadow the Hedgehog or the other ones I did. I think there's a symbol here probably on this little chest piece, and I don't remember what it is, so I'm just gonna like beep boop 4 Prime 4. That game will release. They will announce it one day, whenever it's done, which it won't be. So now we're gonna go straight in to the planet. The planet. Now, Crateria is a very rocky surface, right? Like, this place is rocky as heck. Because you just landed on this rough terrain. So, there. That's rock. Here, I'll draw out some cracks. Hopefully, at E3, they'll announce the next 2D Metroid game, which will be either the Metroid game, where there are rocks in it, or it will be something else entirely. But we'll never know until the 15th, which this video hopefully releases before. And if it doesn't, then I'll just say I released it for the algorithm's sake, even though I have 10 subscribers or something. So that looks pretty good as a rock. Now, on Crateria, there were some plant parts, like there were some little mossy little growths coming off of the rocks. So I'll just have to remember that that's what this is when I color this. So next, I think we should do the sky. So it's very cloudy, it's very misty in Crateria. It's very dark and atmospheric, as you just got here. So, dark and foreboding clouds. Now, that's a scary atmosphere, if I've ever seen one. And we can't forget that it's also raining at the same time. So we're going to add in some little rain. These are all raindrops. While I'm adding in these raindrops, I'd like to mention that I hold no ill will towards the Metroid development team for not making Metroid Prime Pinball 2 or announcing it. But I've been waiting a very long time for my next favorite pinball game, and instead they're going to reveal a different game, which is probably good. And that makes me upset, and I'm very angry about it. So I'm going to send an angry email to Retro Studios and or Mercury Steam and or Nintendo to tell them they're bad and stupid. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Now we're going to get on to one of my personal favorite parts, coloring everything. So, we start with Samus. Red helmet, an iconic red helmet. And then the tubes, I'm coloring black, so then you can't even tell what they are anymore. If I could get it. There we go, first try. Now we get to the armor. This is yellow. And this is yellow. And you know what? These little spikes are yellow too. So are her arms. And there. And that. Yes. That's what I did on purpose. So now we're going to do the orange. A classic. I think something's wrong, but I don't care. It's right. This is right. I can't be wrong. It's impossible for me to ever get anything... Uh-oh. Wrong. That's looking pretty good. Now, I know some games like Samus Returns add little green or blue effects, so I'm going to put a little bit of green coming through there on the suit. And the arm cannon is kind of a bluish beige kind of looking thing. Sometimes it's kind of gray sometimes, but you know, I'm going with the blue for the color diversificationing. And a little bit of yellow there. A little bit of darker gray for this part. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I give up right there. And then this will also be the darker gray. And you know what? Because of that, I'm changing this color to the lighter gray. There we go. Perfect. 10 out of 10. These are like gray rivet parts on her thing. And then We also can't forget the rubber leg connectors. So, visor, it's either a greenish or sometimes it's blue, but I'm going with the green. I think it matches that, it looks good, and I don't feel like changing it. She's shooting the yellow beams out. I said the yellow beams. These are an unupgraded version. She just landed here. Why would she ignore the upgraded suit? That's the DLC update. So now we're gonna do the surface of the planet. And if I remember correctly, criteria, it's kind of a purplish sometimes. It's kind of a nice little purpley looking color. Okay, and now we can't forget that moss lichen color that I said I would fix, and so I'm gonna do that. Does that look kind of gross? Maybe, but you know, that's the color we're going for, and I say so. And the sky, it's going to be gray. It's dark and foreboding gray. It's something bad's going to happen. I just completely messed up the clouds, but that's fine. We'll fix it in a second. Clouds, going to be a slightly even darker gray. Because, you know, cloud. I think that's looking pretty good. I think this is pretty good. I think we come up with a good creation here. In celebration of the potential announcement of a new Metroid game, which probably won't actually happen because I'm dumb and wrong. If it does happen, just come back to this video and tell me how right I was. If it doesn't happen, don't come back to the video. Ignore it. Pretend this never, ever happened. So now I'm going to continue our long-standing tradition. By long-standing, I mean it's existed for 4 total videos. I'm going to name everything we've done today. We've done Master Chief, Bolt It, and then I can't even highlight it all, the entire place, the entire planet. This, the surface of crater, craterier. Okay then, I'm gonna do that thing I did in the one video and bring up a wonderful comparison of our images to see how well I made them look. Thanks for watching. If you think that this is the best video you've ever seen, hit the like button. If you don't, I will find you. This is a threat. I know where you live. Have a good day, everyone. Stay doing what you are doing right now.